Hey, it's been a little while since I made a video talking about this. I wanted to talk a little bit more about my experience with endometriosis, my life and journey since laparoscopic excision surgery in November 2024. A lot of people do ask me, like, what was it like being pregnant? How is life now? How are your periods now? And I realized I haven't ever really spoken about it or even really had a minute to think about it or process it. I got surgery November 2024, and then I unexpectedly got pregnant 4 months later. I really didn't know it was possible for me to get pregnant. Now I'm on the other side of pregnancy, and this is the first time that I'm actually coming back to myself, my body, experiencing what life is like post surgery. I've heard in the past that getting pregnant when you have endometriosis can be really helpful for endometriosis, which is really interesting to me. I don't know how that works. I don't know why that is. I would be fascinated to learn more about that or read about that or see if there's a study done as to why that might be. You're not getting a period, and so that inflammation in your body's attempt to expel all of the tissue that's growing in the wrong places, that's not happening. So for me, I had my surgery, and then the first few periods after that are really rough. There were times I thought maybe the surgery didn't work, really bleeding, adult diaper. I still wear those. I was finally starting to feel back to myself when I found out I was pregnant. It was really, really difficult for me because I was really looking forward to a stretch of my life where I wasn't riddled by this pain, unbearable discomfort that it caused me all the time. After a lot of back and forth, I decided to move forward with the pregnancy, and I had my baby at the end of last year, December 2025. Within a year of surgery, I literally had a baby. That's actually insane. I'm recovered.
Elsie opens up about life after endometriosis surgery and her unexpected pregnancy journey, continues to tell us more of her periods and unexpected pregnancy.
I'm somewhat regular with my periods again, and this is the first time I'm having them pretty much since surgery. That surgery completely changed my life, has made me realize the way I was living before was so not normal. It really reaffirms to me, as humans, we are programmed to forget or downplay our pain. When I have my period now, I get some cramps. It's not comfortable. I feel bloated. I feel gross, but I'm like, oh, this is what a period is supposed to feel like. I just cannot believe that I spent so many years of my life knowing that something wasn't quite right, but then just being told I just have bad periods. That's crazy. And it's so unfair. This is also crazy. I never really shared my birth story. I'm not gonna go into it now, but I had to be induced. I was very set on going into labor naturally, but that wasn't something I was able to do. I tried for as long as I possibly could to do it naturally before I got pain medicine, epidural. I went from being completely not dilated, not effaced, nothing, to full active labor from 0 to 100 in a matter of hours. I remember that pain. I was in so much pain, and I was like, I have felt this feeling before. I know this feeling. This is what endo feels like. Feels like you are in full-blown active labor. If I could gradually have had the time to get here and breathe through it, I believe that I could have done a natural unmedicated birth. Just that is crazy. But I am seeing a lot of people speaking out and it being a much more normalized conversation. I don't know if it's because I'm just more tuned into it now, but I do really think that people are gaining a better understanding, and there are some amazing doctors and people at the forefront of this movement of awareness. And I feel very grateful to be some kind of voice for that, to help in any way that I can. I just want to reaffirm that if you feel like something is wrong, something's probably wrong. I know how difficult and scary it is to feel so isolated and alone going through the process of trying to be validated in your pain. I said it before and I'll say it again, your pain is real. I'm just so unbelievably grateful that I got that surgery. Kind of feel like that timeline is the reason that I have my daughter, who is the absolute love of my life. Day to day, week to week, month to month life is exponentially more beautiful. My quality of life has improved so dramatically. Of course, I have my fears about it returning, but I did just want to talk about it for a minute or 10. I also feel equal parts, what's the right word for it? Touched and also heartbroken. So many women reach out to me confused and lost, failed by this system, ill-equipped to deal with this. And the fact that I have to tell every single one of them the only way that you can actually know if you have endo is to go into like a major surgery. I just really hope we can continue to make advances that will allow us to diagnose this more easily. It's something that I'm very passionate about, something that I feel has become like a purpose in my life now. I just can't believe it took all of that to like get here. With the chance of it returning, I had like convinced myself that I didn't have endo and that they weren't going to find anything. I just had a girl reach out to me the other day, like, I think I have this. And I hate that I can't tell her, like, do this, and this, right? Like, I want to supply better resources aside from my validation. I think I'm very like knowledgeable on the subject, so I can teach people, but ultimately I think it would be really great if we could get diagnosed with this and then know that there are certain steps that we can take. I know that a lot of jobs don't take this seriously. That was my little update on how life is going post-surgery, a year and a half later, and insurance should really pay for that surgery, I'll tell you that.
After years of living with severe endometriosis pain, Elsie is finally sharing how surgery changed her life and how unexpected pregnancy completely transformed her journey. She revealed that it's been a while since she last spoke about her health. She wanted to update everyone on her health after the surgery in November 2024 and answer the questions many fans have been asking. She explained that just 4 months after her surgery, she unexpectedly became pregnant before the operation. She never believed pregnancy would be possible because of her condition. She shared her first few menstrual cycles after surgery were still extremely painful. At one point, she even worried that the procedure didn't work. She explained that pregnancy came sooner than expected, although she had hoped to enjoy a pain-free life after surgery. She ultimately decided to continue with the pregnancy. We get to see that she welcomed her baby in December 2025 and said it's incredible that within 1 year of surgery, her life changed completely. Now she says her periods are much more manageable and she finally understands what a normal menstrual cycle feels like. She also reflected on giving birth, revealing she had to induce after hoping to into labor naturally. Looking back, she says years of pain made her believe suffering was normal. Today, she hopes her story encourages others to seek medical help and never ignore the persistent symptoms. What are your thoughts about her inspiration journey? Share all your opinion in the comment section and do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more celebrity news as we get to see that she is now super happy after the surgery and the baby.